I used to wish upon a star, but stars can't hear, they're much too far. Instead I've learned to wish upon a star.
Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome into Starlight, Starbright, Oracle and Tarot. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. I hope you're well. And if you're not feeling well, for someone out there, you will very soon. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to be fine, is what I'm getting to say to you. So today's reading is if they could say something to you, if your person or someone you're thinking about or concerned about, if they could say something to you today, what would that be? Okay, so let's get started. Starting with the Hidden Truth Oracle. Thank you, Divine. This is a divinely protected space, all with bad intentions, returning back to sender. Thank you. Okay, thank you. What do they want to say to you if they could say something to you? My life is not as together as it seems. So somebody's putting on a bit of a front, and you see this all the time with social media and everything like that. They create this image that everything's rosy. They could be posting pictures of themselves having a good time. They could be posting pictures of themselves with a new partner for some of them, or with someone else. It's all fake is what I'm getting. Yeah, they're not as together as they seem. Yeah, they're kind of lost without you, but they're stuck as well. They don't really know what to do. So my life is not as together as it seems. Thank you. We both know I'm not the one for you. We both know I'm not the one for you. Wow, that's interesting. Maybe they said this to you. Yeah, maybe they said this to you or something like that. It's like, you know, this is not meant to be, we're not meant for each other. This person wasn't ready for you, for your power or for a commitment or something like that. But this person, they're not as together as they seem. This person's almost like saying the opposite, and this is dangerous to say this. Don't contact this person if you're listening to this. But yeah, they're not as together as they seem. And we both know I'm not the one for you. Yeah, they could have said something along these lines. Perhaps they're not the one for you. But they're still finding it difficult to move forward, move on, move away from you. There's something magnetic about the pair of you. This could be also karmic lessons. Maybe there's something that's not finished between the pair of you. And this, you know, when something's not complete between two people, the universe sort of drags you back together to complete whatever needs to be completed. And that can be very difficult. It can be very painful. Yeah, painful. And then we've got, I wonder, oh, you're right. I wonder if you're happy without me. There could be a little bit of narcissism going on here where they kind of don't want you. They may have blocked you, ghosted you, gaslighted you, these sorts of things, but we'll find out in a minute. But this is just for somebody out there. This person could be a narcissist. It's like they don't want you to be happy without them. Maybe you're the one that kind of walked away without them being ready for you to walk away. They weren't the one to end it, so this has them stuck. Yeah. So using the Spirit Song Tarot. So readings always start off a little bit slow and then they ramp up. So you can jump ahead if you want for someone out there. Okay. Spirit Song, the Empress, Beauty and Abundance. So you're the Empress. You're beautiful, you're abundant, you're going to be multiplying your wealth as well, is what I'm getting to say to you. But their life is not as together as it seems. I feel like they feel they weren't good enough for you, that they weren't able to give you the things that they wanted to give you. They're a little bit afraid that they couldn't measure up to you in some way, because the Empress is somebody who is very stable in life. They're very highly creative. they have their shit together, basically. So this person could be younger than you, there could be an age difference, or just a maturity difference going on here. But this person feels intimidated by you, although you're not particularly an intimidating person, because this is a rabbit, and rabbits aren't particularly intimidating. This could be Pisces energy here, or maybe you were born in the year of the rabbit, or the hour of the rabbit, I'm getting to say to someone. But it looks more like a hare. I'm getting harebrained. This person could be a little bit harebrained, or they think you are. But yeah, you've got your shit together. They don't feel like they're worthy of you. And they're trying to put on this show that they've got their shit all together, that they want you to see them in a good light, that they're successful, that they're abundant, that they're okay without you. I'm getting more that you've probably walked away from this because you just became fed up with the game. Maybe there was a bit of game playing going on here. This person wanted to be in charge, and maybe that came off a little bit as being controlling and possessive and sort of holding you down a little bit, or holding you back. This person could also have been a karmic partner to help you to learn lessons, to move on, to show yourself for who you were and how you behave when you can't have what you want, is what I'm getting. That's a hard lesson for everybody. So we both know I'm not the one for you. So we have the Six of Acorns, success and triumph and victory. This is where they feel like they're having their victory. They're kind of trying to reject you. They're making you, it's kind of like they want to pull you down a little bit so that you're begging for them to come back. This is the Stag here. Yeah, this person's afraid of commitment. They're a player. This person's a player. But Six is all about peace and harmony. They're trying to find balance. Perhaps you're a very peaceful person, or you've become that way. I'm getting the feeling that they're seeing you or feeling your energy shift or change, that you're kind of all good without them, that you're now thinking they're not the one, they weren't the one for me because of whatever went down here. So that could very well be the case, that you're now thinking to yourself, that person just wasn't the one for me. I'm moving on. I'm going Stag. I have abundance. I'm successful. Or that's what you're moving towards, your abundance and your success, with the Six of Acorns. And that's Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles came up a lot in yesterday's reading. So you're also going to have cyclic payments coming in. If you're going Stag, like having your own business, you're the boss, you're in control of your own finances and ways of making money because you are the Empress, you're highly creative, you're abundant with ideas, then this is going to pay for you. Things are going to start to ramp up. Did I say ramp up already? Yeah, things are going to start ramping up. So if you have a YouTube channel, you'll get more subscribers. If you have products, you'll have more customers. This is also trade, giving and receiving, exchange of finances, or money in exchange of other things. It's also generosity as well. They see you as very generous. You're a very generous person. But yeah, I think they're in denial and you're moving on. That's what I'm getting. This could have been a little while ago, but yeah, but they're wondering if you're happy without them. So they're still thinking about you. Their energy's still lingering around you. So, but I'm getting there's a little bit of arrogance going on here. That came up in yesterday's reading as well. Oh, I want to stop saying the word as well. And then we have the Ten of Feathers, the Ten of Swords, recovery, transformation, and there's a snake here. They could be born in the year of the snake, or they could be born under that 13th star sign, which is between, I don't know, end of November, December. You can look that up. But yeah, there's temptation here. They are the snake in the Garden of Eden. So they're a very tempting person. They're probably highly charismatic. They're probably, in your eyes, very hot. They're, they're very desirable to people. And they kind of know this about themselves as well. But it's like you're the one that got away. They are they're putting things on social media that you're probably not even looking at, to try and get your attention. But if you fall into that trap, into that snake temptation energy, then they're going to play it all cool again, because this person's immature is what I'm getting. And they're a bit of a scaredy cat rat, like, you know, they could be born in the year of the rat. And then on the bottom we have 3 of acorns, which is the 3 of pentacles. Sorry. So this is about, in this deck it says foresight and exploration. So they decided to explore their options, and this may have hurt you. This, you know, maybe you felt betrayed with the Ten of Swords here. Maybe you felt that you weren't worthy. You know, they didn't make you feel worthy. They didn't make you feel wanted. They didn't make you feel loved. But 3 of Pentacles is also collaborating. It's higher education, it's hospitals, these sorts of things as well. So it's kind of like you're moving on. You've had a transformation, because recovery, perhaps it took a lot for you to recover from this person. Perhaps they're still trying to recover from you. You've left an impact, you've left a mark on them. But this is also for transformation. So you could be kind of waking each other up. You know, you were meant to meet, something, you know, happened with this Ten of Swords, you know, going through the dark nights of the soul, going through difficulties and betrayals, so that all of these traumas, or all of these blocks inside of you, all of these negative ways of thinking and being, can come to the surface so that you can transform. They're having a hard time transforming themselves. There's something that's happened here between you both that's kind of that's left them stuck. They could have been through a lot of trauma in their life, and this is kind of making them feel stuck. So they're wondering if you're happy without them. You're just this giraffe energy. You have foresight and insight. You're looking towards your future. You're focusing on your work. You may be beginning again when it comes to Pentacles, when it comes to the material world, setting up a new business, or you're putting into practice a creative idea that you have. They may not know that... they may not know exactly what you're doing, but because they haven't heard from you, they're starting to think that you've moved on, and this is actually really difficult for them. But this is also necessary for them to transform, to go through this Ten of Swords, to have some kind of, you know, rude, brutal awakening, because they are probably more powerful than they think they are. Yeah, they're, you know, they could be important to the universe in some way. What else? Thank you, Spirit. My life is not as together as it seems. 3s as well. There's 3 3s here, 33. You know, that's getting onto a spiritual path. The number 33, which is 6 and harmony, love, harmony, heart space. But also third parties. This person was spoiled for choice, or you were. Yeah. They're kind of playing the field. Yeah, there's immaturity here, or maybe they've had if they're older, they might have had a midlife crisis, or be going through a midlife crisis of some kind. And you just don't want to put up with that behavior. You're focusing on your business, you're focusing on your wealth, you're focusing on your future stability. But you also have great foresight, like you have vision for a future, for a goal that you're setting for yourself. But you could also be visionary. You could also be intuitive, clairsentient, clairvoyant, psychic abilities as well. So 5 of shells, that's 5 of cups. Yeah, they're in disappointment, hope and readjustment. Yeah, they're still living in hope that there can be something between you, but they're not ready. They have to complete their transformation. You have to complete your transformation, and that could take a lifetime. You can't wait for this person. You need to focus on something. You know, you need to focus on your own life at the moment. So, but they are kind of like a little bit lost without you. You've left a, you've certainly left a mark on this person. They think that you're beautiful. The Empress energy, they think that, you have high standards. And that's a good thing, to sort of raise your standards and lower your expectations. But not to raise your standards to a point where you block everybody out of your life. Libran energy, truth, justice. Yeah, you could work in the justice system, but what was I going to say? Yeah, it's your role to find the truth in things. They know that you can see straight through them. They know that you know the truth of them. It's almost like you know more about them than they know about themselves. This frightens them because they need to discover who they are. We can't tell people exactly, we can't lead them step by step through their transformation. So this is like, you could be soulmates who've contracted to come together to wake each other up, but it's also very painful. Yeah, they just don't feel like they can measure up with this Five of Cups. They're in regret. There could have been issues to do with drugs and alcohol with them or in your life in some way. Maybe you've had issues with people in your life who've had issues with drugs and alcohol, and you just don't want someone who's going to be indulgent in those ways. You're not willing to take a risk on people who drink hard, play hard, that kind of energy. You're the Empress, you don't need to do that. Yeah, you have high that's what I was trying to say. You have high standards and they don't think they can measure up, but not because you have said anything like that. It's just that you're above them in some way. You might have more experience in life than them, and they feel threatened by this because they want to be in charge. So this person needs to learn humility, and also loyalty could be an issue here. So, Firefly, there's a light bulb moment in here. Yeah, they're being woken up. This person could have woken you up or brought towers down upon you for you to clear all that toxic energy from your past away. So we think people are hurting us and harming us, but it's how we react to that that's important. If it crushes you in some way, that you can't have someone who really isn't measuring up to you, who really isn't ready for you or good enough for you right now, or able to treat you in the way that you need and should be treated, with respect and so forth, and be loyal to you, then that's your self-worth that needs to be addressed. So, all of these things that we go through that we blame ourselves for, they're all the things that we need to be looking at and examining and grow in confidence, grow into this Empress energy. So Five of Cups, yeah, they could be self-soothing with alcohol and drugs. They could be even coming to you and saying, oh, I've changed. No, they haven't, not yet. They have to go through something, like they have to go through a major ending. This could be a major ending for both of you as well. So, but you're just putting an end to this. You just can't indulge this person. You've told them what you needed to tell them as far as, universal contact with each other is concerned, soul contracts and contact. You need to keep moving ahead. Keep moving ahead. So what's going to happen here? The Elephant, Strength, 8, Power. Yeah, the Elephant never forgets, and that's the thing as well. This person may have said or done things that is really hard for you to forget. Not saying you can't forgive, but you can forget. They find you very courageous and enduring. You may have been through a lot in your life. This person knows that. Maybe they have too. But yeah, you have endurance. They find you enduring and courageous. And the Strength card, that's it's an elephant here. So family could be important to you as well. We both know I'm not the one for you. Again, this is a bull elephant. This person's a bit of a loner. They could be quite unusual as a person. But yeah, they're a loner, or maybe you are at heart. But it's like we have the stag and the elephant, two different species. You're both two different species. Yeah, they admire you for your strength. This person's also very strong, but they're strong in a trying to hold on to you, grip onto you, possess you kind of energy. And see, we have transformation here again. And that's a cicada. I mean, the cicadas don't come out of their little holes for 7 years. So this could have been a 7-year trial or ordeal. Or it won't, you know, whenever this ended or you walked away from this person, or if you're thinking about walking away from this person, it'll be it'll take 7 years for them to catch up to you, to grow. So transition and liberation. So you need to liberate yourself from this person if you haven't already. You can't go back. These are strong messages coming in my readings. There's no going back because they're not ready. If people aren't ready to take on the transformation and the change for themselves, then their behavior towards you is not going to change. And as you grow in strength, as you grow in confidence, their behavior could actually worsen towards you. So you need to be careful of that. But we have the 10 of feathers with 13, the transformation card, the death card. So, something's over. It has to be over. But they're wondering if you're happy without them. They're definitely struggling and suffering without you. Your soulmates. There's something here to do with the soul awakening. You may be ancient souls together. And see, temperance. We have Sagittarius energy here. Temperance. So there's something here to do with the temperament. This person could have a very imbalanced temperament, or maybe, but it's balancing, it's alchemy, it's cleansing, it's angelic guidance. They could have lost someone and it seriously affected them as well. They could have been, or you have. They want you to know that they're fine, that all, harmony here, balance and harmony, that they're at peace. That's for someone there. But they're wondering if you're happy without them. You're finding your balance, you're finding your harmony. But see, the zebra is looking back towards this elephant. The stag's looking up to the zebra. So they could actually be with someone, they could be in a committed relationship. But they're looking at you. Zebras are very special animals, aren't they, with their stripes and yeah, it's right. You're rising above all this betrayal. You're starting to learn that you have to choose people who are right and ready for you. And we have the King of Acorns, which is the King of Wands. So, King of Pentacles. So, King of Pentacles energy. Optimism and innovation. See the stallion again? They want your attention. I think financially they're building themselves up, or that's what they're focused on. They're focused on being the king of money. But for you, that's not going to be enough. You want the family, you want the love, you want the commitment, you want the full package, the real deal. I mean, all partnerships are a struggle once they settle into the groove, but some more of a struggle than others. So optimism and innovation. They are a very optimistic person. They're innovative. But yeah, they want your attention. Yeah, they absolutely want your attention. But see, this is interesting because where I've placed these two cards, you've got the snake and then the stallion shying. So when stallions shy, stomping on the snake, it's like this person could be dangerous to you, to your growth, to your movement forward. You could end up being stuck if you engage with this person. They have to come to you kind of as a whole person. But I think what's gone on here, it's kind of like, it's a big risk. Like, it's a risk to be with this person, to go back to them, to indulge in them. And I've got the feeling you already know this. Maybe you became a different person because of this person, and and the person you became you didn't like. This person has and the ability to control your life. This person has the ability to stop your growth because they're just not on the same level as you. Yeah, they're just not on the same level as you. You could have been in cocoon mode, you know, during your transformation. You might be in hermit mode with the cicada here. They feel your vibration. You know, cicadas kind of have that sound and vibration to them. You know, in summer it's very noisy. Like I love the sound of cicadas. But yeah. Like they feel your vibration. They can't stop thinking about you. And we have the Magician. So with all of this going on, with yeah, they act in the shadows. I'm sort of getting more negative vibes with the Magician. They are very gifted and talented, or they see you as very gifted and talented, but they are a bit of a trickster. When they get what they want, they don't value it. And see, the Empress is somebody to be valued. When they get what they want, they don't really value it because they don't value themselves. You know, they project and mirror onto their partners. So they're kind of not ready for you, but they're wondering if you're happy without them. You're holding your head up high. You're rising above your traumas, your pains, your losses, and you're moving forward. But yeah, this horse is like eyes, what is it? Eyes right, eyes left, whatever, to this snake. Yeah, this person's dangerous to you. They're lurking around. They're giving the impression, they're trying to give the impression that, you know, that they've got their shit together, and they don't. That's what it says. So I'm getting that you're stable without them. Stable horses, stables. Yeah, I'm getting that you're stable without them. And that is a big step for you. That's very, very important for you. That's the step for all of us when we come out of, you know, toxic situations, whether, you know, we're spreading toxicity or they are. You know, we bring out the best or the worst in each other. But it's kind of like you're stable, you're finding balance, you're letting the angels guide you. You know, you're walking a spirit path. So, yeah, this person is with someone else, but I'm also getting the feeling that this person knows or feels like whoever they're with from now on is never going to measure up to you. No matter what went on between you, there could have been mad chaos going, but no one's ever going to measure up to you, you know, to you. You are the prize in their eyes. But then they kind of think that it's never going to happen because what they've put you through, you know, yeah. You can't, like, it's hard to trust this person. They are a bit of a snake in the grass. That's what's going on here. Yeah. So we'll just keep going. Yeah, they're trying to put up a brave front, because when somebody is wondering if you're happy without them, then that often says that they're not that particularly happy without you. But you've moved on. And they know that you have insight, that you can see through them, that if they were to knock on the door, you would just take one look at them and know whether you should be shutting it or welcoming them in. You know each other really well. Yeah, this person's trying to get information about you with the Ten of Swords, but they keep hitting dead ends. It's like you've disappeared into thin air. You may not be posting on social media anymore, or you may have changed your social media name, email addresses. Like, you may have changed. To go through this transformation, often we have to change everything. You know, we don't want certain people following us. We don't want certain people finding us, because you just need that time to yourself. You don't want to be harassed by people who are going to keep you in lower vibrational energy, no matter how much you love them or feel. I get that you really love this person, or thought you really like this person really had you. Yeah. But you just couldn't, you know, like the universe has pushed you away from them, because whatever was going on, whatever was done and said, was necessary. Now they're having to wake up. This person could be a very powerful spiritual person, but they're behaving more like a devil. Which, you know, that happens. The people who come the closest to the divine usually go through the most trauma, or they do some terrible things. Yeah, but when they reform, they really do see the light. So these are the cards of sacred sites. Whoop. Oh, I could barely read them. Yeah, see, look at this sad face. Battery changed, back again. Okay, so yeah, while I was changing the battery, because this you know, this kind of sad person looking down on these buildings, but they could live in an apartment. They could actually be financially quite comfortable. They could be living or owning an apartment. They could own a whole block of units or apartments. But yeah, they're kind of sad in their castle. And this is like cups energy here. You know, we have that shell. What do you call those things? Scallop shells. So that, yeah. So what do we? I don't normally do star signs, but we can if you like. Because we have a fair bit of air here. Aquarius, Gemini. We have Wands energy, so Leo. We have Temperance with Sagittarius. Strength card, more Leo. Six of Acorns, Taurus energy. The Empress is Libran energy. And now we have like Cups energy. So it's the Santiago de Compostela. Is that Spain? There could be something here to do with Spain. You may have just travelled to Spain, or you could be Spanish. But yeah, this person's very sad. Look, this is how they look. They could be older, and they have a very, look at the nose, it's like a Roman nose, very, very long and straight. So that could be for someone. But then we also have somebody more youthful with a beard, flowing hair, blonde hair. Newgrange could be for you. Is that in England somewhere? But there's doves here, 4 doves. Yeah, this person's really loving you. But both of these people are kind of hiding behind something, like somebody's hiding behind a building. There could be something to do with architecture or something like that, or they're looking for you. Maybe they're going to where you used to live and standing outside and staring at it and remembering you. There's a bit of that going on here. And then what do we have here? Hypnotist. Hypnotizing. I don't know why I'm getting that. But yeah, something to do with being hypnotized, or they're hypnotic, or you're hypnotic. But the Magician was here, so yeah, there's something to do with hypnotism. They could have put spells on you, spell work, or trying to put spells on you to come back to them. Or they could even be hiring a private eye to find you. They're searching for you. I'm getting Swords energy, like again Gemini energy, with the, you know, Geminis are kind of heavy set, and you know, they're kind of beardy, wiry hair, and often they're fair. And then we have Mecca. Oh yeah. God. And then we have Varanasi. So there, you know, you are beautiful. You're the Empress, the High Priestess. Again, more elephants. This is India. Mecca is the Middle East, of course. Yeah, they're praying for a miracle. They could be traveling. Yeah, they might enjoy traveling, but they're not really enjoying traveling because they'd rather be doing it with you because you're more fun. So, yeah, they could be traveling. You may have had like an older person. This could be to do with an older person in your life, like, you know, an age difference where the masculine's older, feminine's younger, or vice versa. It's often the case. And then we have India. But there could be religious differences here as well. So one's Islam here and one is, Hindi. But that's just an example. But yeah, there could be religious differences here. Or there are definitely differences between you that couldn't be reconciled. Like you are opposites that attracted, but too opposite to stay the course. What's that? To endure. It's like this wasn't meant to endure. This was meant to do whatever it did. Yeah. I'm not going to read all these cards. I don't really know. But those places might have something to do with you. Yeah, Newgrange's in England, isn't it? So there's something here to do with paganism. Yeah, and then we've got Catholic churches. So, you know, paganism versus Catholic. We all know that the Catholics just stole pagan stuff to convince people to come into the Catholic Church. So yeah, this person could kind of mirror you in a way that in kind of a narcissistic way, where they align with whoever you are, but when you get to know them, or when you got to know them, you realize they were nothing like you. They were completely the opposite to you. They were just mirroring you. So agreeing with you. Oh yeah, I'm spiritual too. Oh yeah, I've been there too. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Oh, same political views. But then it turns out that you were nothing alike at all. For some of you, it's just a difference of maturity and life experience that makes them feel intimidated. So I have one of these. These are the soul's journey lesson cards. What's the lesson here? Whoa. Well, there's 2 cards. So, self-esteem. I possess the gift of the soul that benefit me and others, but it was in reverse. Yeah, this person has low self-esteem issues. They have problems with their self-esteem. Maybe you did. But one of you has grown in strength and the Empress has grown in confidence and strength. Maybe you were really confident and strong and had all of these attributes, but they kind of pulled it all out of you and weakened you and turned you into them. Miserable. Controlling or whatever. Yeah, and then we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And I think they could be very disciplined. They could be stronger than you when it comes to discipline. This is how they have power over you, because they're able to, like, I'm getting torment. They're getting to, this is like passive aggressive energy. They can hold out longer than you can. You know, you break first, and that's what they're used to. They're used to you breaking down first, because they're just able to maintain some kind of like coldness or some kind of, you know, like withholding of things from you. And you will always break down first because you're more emotional. You're like, oh God, please stop this, or why are you like this, or and then you turn into a nag, which, you know, you think to yourself, God, was I ever like that before? No. This person's beaten you down a bit, you know, so you can't forget that with the elephant here. But you also need to be disciplined, but, you know, disciplined on your path. This is what you're possibly learning. You're learning to grow your self-esteem, raising your standards, being that Empress. You know, you're not going to bow to anyone anymore, but you're not like arrogant and proud about that. You just want to go with the flow. You just want peace in your life. 6 of Acorns, you know, harmony. But also, whatever your discipline is, you know, we say that in the academic world, you know, your discipline, your core studies, or whatever activity you're doing or business that you're doing, yeah, it's going to snowball. I'm getting the cyclic payments coming. Everything's going to become balanced in your life, and you don't want to have that disrupted. But you've also learned to be more disciplined with your emotions, I'm getting, and more disciplined as a person. So if you get people like this who, you know, they're all into you, love bombing you, they're all into you, and, you know, you fall for it, that you have the discipline not to fall into old patterns of trauma. You could be tested in the future. So, you know, I'm getting that you are much better off without them. You are happier without them, and they can't stand it. You know, they could be posting, you know, I'm traveling, look at what I like. It's like when you're with people who aren't really nice people, or you're a nicer person than them, they kind of turn you into them, miserable, whatever, controlling freaks. Like, you start behaving in those ways because, I don't know. Yeah, they drag you into being the worst version of yourself. What was I trying to say? You're like, they didn't take you on trips, or, you know, they didn't really take you out or do things with you, I'm getting. It's more that, but yeah, so everything that you ever wanted them to do with you, like, which they withheld from you and kept you hidden away like you were some crone or other, they're now doing it with their new partner. All the things that you wanted to do that they resisted doing for whatever ridiculous reason, miserly money reasons maybe, or just they just didn't want to give you pleasure. They just wanted to keep you trapped in misery, I'm getting. Wow, this is really taking a dark turn. But yeah, now they're doing all those things and throwing it in your face, but you don't care. You're not interested. You're happier without them, yeah. You're happier without them, definitely, if that's how they're behaving. Oh, and that's funny, that was on the bottom. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. They could be a know-it-all, but also you're no longer thinking about them. You're no longer interested. You're no longer interested in why they behaved the way they did. I think you have a more spiritual understanding of what happened, and that you're actually a better person and a stronger person for it. Yeah, look, you know, they're lonely without you. They could be with partners, but they're lonely without you. It was a very strong connection, but you can't trust them. You can't take the risk, is what I'm getting. And an angel card. So, and because that doubt was in reverse as well, it flipped in reverse. You know, you're coming out of doubt as well. Like, you're becoming much more self-assured, much more confident. Yeah, you don't want to lose that. That's a lot of hard work you put into yourself if that's where you're at after being so downtrodden and, you know, near-death experience even. There could have been somebody who really tried to physically harm you, and this person has the potential to really harm you. So you need to remember that. Leadership, Archangel Gabriel. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So perhaps these relationships or people in your life who've really tried to harm you, hurt you, possess you, drag you down, keep you off your path, whatever it is that you've now broken free of, you know, this is to put you into a leadership role. So, you know, this is like Leo energy as well. But, yeah, to put you into a leadership role so that you can say to people, well, you can walk in other people's shoes and give them advice and guide them. But this also sits with the Three of Acorns or the Three of Pentacles, you know, where you have things to offer people and customers are coming to you or clients are coming to you. But yeah, you're way ahead of them, and that's what they couldn't handle. Like, they wanted to be in charge. They wanted to be the leader. They wanted you to follow them. But at the end of the day, you were like the stay-at-home girlfriend while they were off having fun, or the downtrodden dowdy wife, you know, waiting for them to come home. And you might have just become, and you know, and they manifested you into what you became, you know. Like, if you did end up becoming a bit dowdy and stay at home and overeating or whatever it was, then they manifested that. Yeah. And you believed it. You believed that you were this downtrodden person who didn't deserve anything, and they treated you that way. So that's what I'm getting to say to you. So it's time to move on from this person, if this is you. But yeah, they're lost without you, but they're going to have to stay lost without you. That's what I'm getting to say to you. I'll just do a couple of tea leaves, finish up. So, rooster, yeah, see, as the cock crows 3 times, you know, there's betrayal here. Rooster, but a new day dawns. But see, they want to be the rooster, you know, the rooster in the hen house. And that's the thing, they don't want one hen, they want the hen house, is what I'm getting. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Yep. Says it all. So they haven't changed, if that's what you're wondering. An arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. But I'm getting all aspects of your life. You're no longer in doubt. This person kept you in doubt. They kept you in sorrow. They kept you in darkness. You let them do that because you're more powerful than them. But you know, your self-worth you keep putting yourself beneath people. Like, oh, I'm so grateful I have, you know. Yeah, and we've all been there. We've all been there when we've, you know, had difficult parents and a bad childhood and traumas. You know, our self-worth takes a beating, and we're just looking and searching for love. And, you know, we run into these narcissists or these control freaks who see you as this beautiful empress, but then turn you into an old crone before your time. They suck the fucking life out of you is what I'm getting. That's not funny, I know. But yeah, sorry I said fuck. Yeah, they suck the life out of you. And now they're trying to, you know, boast about, run around. They're probably saying, you know, bad things about you, that you were the problem. And maybe you did become the problem for them because you started to speak out, you started to act out, you started to tell them, stop. Stop this is unnecessary. Who are you? Like, you don't even recognize these people anymore is what I'm getting. So that's quite a spirited little message for somebody out there. So that's kind of it. You know, you're assuming a leadership role. Turn your back on this person. Do not reach out to them. If you're still in a pain situation where you wish that it would work out with them, where you kind of still think you love them and you can't live without them, yes, you can. You can live without this shit. Nobody needs this shit. No matter who you are, man, woman, child, teenager, you just don't need this shit. And if you're a parent, you know, give your children the confidence to be alone. Give your children the confidence to know that being an outsider is okay. Give your children the confidence to set standards. Give them, you know, give them their self-esteem. And I don't mean like, you know, telling them that, like, you can't kind of, like, you have to be truthful about that. Like, you have to tell them who they are. You know, truthfully, you can't over-inflate their egos. Otherwise, they end up like, they become narcissists. So that's just the very end there. I might not even put that bit in. Alright, love to you guys. All the best. I hope this video helped. Please like, share, subscribe. Help grow the channel and the collective. Alright, love to you. Bye.